quickly just going to give you a bite about the 9th provincial conference. He just delivered the closing address, and they've also met with the veterans. It's with the chairperson of the province, the newly elected chair of the province.
And your convener.
Over to you, President.
Well, thank you very much. I think we've had a really successful conference. Like all conferences, it had its own hiccups. This is what democracy is all about. It gives you a number of things that you may not have expected. But I want to congratulate the leadership here, both at national level and at provincial level, that they were able to navigate their way around the challenges and the difficulties to enable us to have a very successful conference. This, for us, is a huge milestone, and it moves the whole renewal process and project forward. With this, we've put a very strong foundation stone to enable other provincial conferences to go smoothly, but here to enable us to consolidate unity and the renewal process. So even those who did not succeed in their election quest are going to be part of the leadership process going forward. And I'm convinced that the ANC here in the Eastern Cape will be much stronger, much more energized. This conference was an energizing process that is going to make the ANC at government level and at organizational level more effective. So I'm really pleased with the way this conference was held, and of course the outcome is such that it will consolidate our renewal process going forward. Thank you very much.
Thanks, President. We said we'll give them one or two hands. Okay, Spamanda and Samkel.
You say you are pleased with this conference, but it didn't have enough time to discuss socio-economic challenges, policy issues. The people of the Eastern Cape want to know how is this newly elected leadership going to take the province forward. Surely that must concern you, that most of ANC conferences do not discuss policy issues.
Well, as I said in my closing, they themselves know that they didn't have sufficient time to discuss the political content and the policy issues, but they have already agreed to set aside time to discuss all these matters at the provincial, at the PGC. So the PGC is going to give them ample time outside of leadership contests, outside of any form of tension, to settle down and discuss all these issues. And as I said, the Eastern Cape is known for its intellectual rigor, and they, as delegates, are determined to spend enough time doing precisely that. So in the end, I think they needed the space, and having a PGC is going to give them the space to be able to discuss all the policy issues that will take the province forward. Thank you.
Wait, we've already appointed the person, we've appointed Samdele, who should have asked for a chance. Yes.
President Samdele from the SABC, you say this conference was a rejuvenation of vigor towards the direction that you want. Is it towards that particular song that says Ramaphosa Kauvele and those certain signs? He's endorsed you and he's the second provincial chair to do so. Why are you not calling out people who are doing this? Ramaphosa on top of it says it's wrong and it's indiscipline. Even Croatians are standing to come out against it in the war. Why are you not pushing against it? Is it because you benefit from it?
No, it's not a question of benefiting. And I think they've been very cautious in the way that they are doing it. They know that there's a process that has to be embarked upon, and all they are saying is that if you are asked, make yourself available. And I have not given them an answer yet. So I've not given them an answer, and so that's what they are saying, and I can hear what they are saying. But whatever it is has to be subjected to the processes that are national, that are being put forward by our National Electoral Committee. So what they are saying has to be subjected to that. So, but the important thing is that this was a real milestone conference. And I think we should not detract from that. We should look at this conference as a hugely successful, but also it was a milestone conference because it consolidates the message of unity, the message of renewal that we've been preaching throughout. So that is what we should all take out of this conference. You had a question, quickly.
They gave you a task, they said you must update yourself for re-election in December. Are you going to take up that instruction?
Well, as I was saying, there is a national process, and there's a national process that is underway, and what they are saying has to be subjected to that process. So this is obviously a silly season where people either get nominated and elected and all that, but all this has to be put within the process that the NEC has said should be done. So that's what I can say.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for being here, for covering this conference. We hardly ever thank you as the media for keeping our people informed. And through you, you removed the darkness and the clouds, and you were able, as I watched you all, you were able to put forward the messages that were coming from here. And whether negative or positive, what we have to thank you for is that you communicate to the people of South Africa. So thank you very much. Next time I'll vote for you.
Security police.
Yeah, no. I noted that.
Yes.
Yeah, I noted that.
Bang Shayi.
All right, there you go. Very chuffed President Ramaphosa, again reaffirming that he's pretty happy with the outcomes of the Eastern Cape ANC Provincial Congress. The good question from Sipamandla is, just how successful and smooth was it when they didn't get a chance to talk about key policy issues?
Yeah.
But the President saying that the PGC will actually set aside time. They've made that promise to him to discuss those key policies.
Yeah.
And I think that's the important thing for this conference. Also admitting, by the way, that it's the silly season for the ANC because lots of people are going to be nominated and elected over the past couple of months as we head to the national
he's just really relieved that Oscar Maboyane is in, because we know that Oscar Maboyane supports him, and that there wasn't another festival of chairs, which he dubbed in 2017, where things got so heated. The delegates were throwing chairs at each other. 8 people ended up in hospital. We didn't reach those depths this time round, so that's really good news, in fact.
A milestone, he calls it, for the way forward for the ANC. But we'll have to wait and see how things actually pan out in other provinces. If the President has his way, it'll be as smooth as the Eastern Cape Conference. But